Hello, sisters, cousins. This is Esmee Streachailt, and I am reading this perk essay for the Pythia and Tiamat members of Medusa Rising. It's a follow-on to my essay about my recent appearance on WLRN, because that conversation was so rich. It opened up so many interesting pathways and runnels, and I keep following parts of it hither and thither. This part is called Yearning and Negation. It's a little more philosophical than some of the things I've been writing lately, but accessible for all that, I hope. Yearning and Negation. Yeah, still thinking on that gorgeous conversation with Jocelyn at WLRN and feminist schisms, which I've been thinking about lately. I'm intuiting a new element of schism that hadn't emerged for me before. Yearning. Radnat femmes, like other historically optimistic people, we who believe another world is possible, live in a near constant state of yearning and frustration. There's a deeper meaning to the radical feminist no. We inheritors of the second wave are so damn sure our analysis is correct. We are sure because we've had to revisit and refine it and restudy X and Y issues again and again as official channels have concocted backlashes and patriarchal mutations or skepticism about our data and the theories we use to organize it. We have honed this knowledge. From this knowledge, we yearn mightily for peace for women, for a way of life that is, it hurts to write at this moment, more than just trying not to get hurt, to not have oil rain down and catch fire on the streets across Persia. This is our negation, our no. No more of this gleeful geopolitical and so personal violence. Our no, the feminist no, opens a conversation with the future. The patriarchal no closes off the future. Mutations of a feminist world, it can even break history, as it is doing right now. We split with each other under the threat of the no, because we yearn so deeply for our human wholeness, for our natural state of creative and careful problem solving, the joy of creating better conditions for each other. The no comes down and we sort of squish around it, seeking a way forward, a way toward, a way to keep breathing. The pressure is so geological in scope that some of us squish over very far away from our roots and feminist mission. Without clear strategy, choices are made of necessity. Some muddy and confuse and get us all painted with the other's brushes and constantly batting away the patriarchal hand that would paint us right out of historical relevance, which is our proper place. Massive feminist relevance. Some of us whirl into eddies of how can I make sure I am served in what we build? How can I be sure not to surrender into changes that mean my work or renown will fall away? It's protective. It smacks of NGO industrial complex thinking. If we actually solve the problem, then what? Some of us would rather keep this oceanic yearning in a state of churn than build the world that would soothe it. I'm not even saying that's a conscious process, but unconscious and shadow holing, unconsciousness and shadow holing is not the business of radical materialist or matriarchal feminisms. A better question is, what can I bring to making manifest what we yearn for? This is a much less defensive question and prepares our energy for mingling and tactical imagination. It gets us a wee bit closer to going out of business because women are finally safe from the alienation and predation of the godlets, most recently the networks of the ruling Epstein class, whose world is built to enclose and extract from us. I think what we need to do is build a coalitional feminist project robust enough to put some undeniable moxie in our no. We need, in other words, to become a credible threat in the name of our yearning. We can't do that if we let the schismatic pressure win. We don't have to do everything together and move on the same issues in the very same style all the time. Predictability is the last quality we need in this tyrannical era. But we do have to get that coalitional moxie working. We do need to recognize the yearning in each other and query it for points of mutual need or power. It's funny because when WLRN invited me on, I thought we were going to talk about these schisms and ways to move beyond them, because they'd sent me Thistle's really lovely essay on feminist love. And I think it was both analytically correct about feminists maybe not bullying each other for a change, but also I could feel the yearning in that essay. She said smart and wholehearted things about feminist love. And instead, Jocelyn took our conversation on that love in another and really gorgeous direction. We haven't talked of it much this last decade of fighting for women on 2 cultural fronts and a million geographic ones. This yearning movement work, politics writ large, it's about negation. We yearn for a more complete world, one where joy, love, care are not externalities to the business of life, but its purpose. One where women who love women are safe and welcome everywhere and unremarkable. One where women who love men are safe and fully alive in that love. One where negation serves its true purpose as a catapult to refreshed imagination and world making. Where we have taken power lightly enough to destroy it, unbraiding its violence from our systems and forms to be replaced with agape as a civic virtue, as a structure. Where our prestige is reserved for skilled generosity and self-unfolding in conscious relation to the community and ecology. A foundation of feminist love, agape, holds the admiration of friendship over other sentiments. Friends don't force each other to be the same. They delight in their differences and organic unfolding. Their symbiosis. Could feminists offer this freedom, this flexibility, this lightness to each other? Could we negate the dour aggression of the neo-patriarch, the vast weight of the fearful women who survive shaking, often not at all, with the lightness of our certainty that we are right about the godlets, that we know better, that when we bring our separate energies and magic to this work, there's no stopping it or us. Could we? Could we honor the lost and fallen of our sisters with our vitality and unapologetic presence? But more, our demanding relevance. Could we honor our yearning with the negation of putting down the weight of the godlet's grids, algorithmic corrals, his outdated borders, and his weirdly insistent death drive?